Greetings everyone! Here I am again, and in this tutorial, I will demonstrate how to place a custom control or component on the Recrogrid Framework form view. This topic is essential for creating a high-level application. Stay with me on this journey, and let's dive deep into the details together. I will use the application we previously created. If you haven't seen the creation of this application, you can find the previous parts in the description. I will replace the order detail discount field with a custom one. Previously, we created a class for the order detail entity, and you can also find a video about it in the description. I will define the new field in this class. After initialization, I will specify in the form parameters that I will use a custom solution. The method name will be createFormItemTemplate. I will create the method. To execute the default behavior, I just need to call the FormItemTemplate of base form component. However, if the field alias is discount, I will create custom content. First, I will display a simple div. Let's try it. Here you can see that only the div is displayed instead of the field. Now, I want to place a range control here. Specifically using this bootstrap range input. I could add a separate component for this, but now I will just define it here with a simple method. I will set the minimum and maximum values, and the step interval. The minimum should rather be 0, as that is also allowed. I will bind the value to the current item data. Now I will specify the previous method in the content. Let's see. The control has appeared, but I don't know exactly what the value is. If I save it, you can see that it works. 0.47, 0.17, 0.82. However, this is not user-friendly, and this label is also out of line. Let's fix it. To use the default label, I will specify that the form type is custom. Here, I will also call the default template. This will ensure that only the label is displayed. For displaying the data, I will use a Bootstrap tooltip. I need to update its value with every change. I will do this with the updata tooltip method. I will need some JavaScript function for this. I will create a new file and write the function in it. The function name will be discount_tooltip, which will take two parameters: the element ID and the value. I will find the HTML element. This will be the range input. I will set the title. I will format the value a bit. Now I will create the tooltip itself. I will save the instance. And display it for valid values. To avoid duplication, I will remove the existing one. I need to call it here, but first, I need to load the script. I will need JS runtime and a JS object reference. I will load the script in the after render. This is almost correct, except the path and the file name are wrong. I will take some time to implement the dispose in this demo as well. So far so good, I just need to call it. The first parameter is the function name, the second is the ID, and the third is the value. Let's try it again. This is not bad, but there is a problem. The tooltip only appears on movement. It doesn't show up before moving. If this slider were a separate component, I could call it in the onAfterRender, but this is now the entity component. However, I can subscribe to the forms onAfterRender. Here, I can create the initial tooltip. In the Dispose, I will unsubscribe. And let's see the last test. And now it works acceptably. And the previously created validation also works, although the message doesn't quite fit the new percentage display. This additional feature turned out to be a bit long, so let's summarize the main points in 2 sentences. To create a custom component in the form view, you need to specify the item template in the form parameters. With a similar method, you can also override the item or group layout. In the method, you receive the complete data record and all other parameters to create a custom component or simple HTML content, as demonstrated in this tutorial. And it's done. If you liked it, click the like button and look for other Recrogrid framework content. Thank you for your attention.